Your eyes adjust and try to make sense of the surroundings. Regain reality's touch, but thoughts continue hounding your mind. What time is it as you reach for the phone? The metal meets palm and it feels like home. An inanimate reminder of the world of the waking. 3:30 a.m., your muscles still shaking. Were you just flying? Were you crying? Maybe you were dying. The memories are faint, but your brain keeps on trying to recover the dream. The seam between this world and the next. Where minds come alive, but bodies find rest. A life subconscious of joy and fear, where minutes become years and lost ones appear. But give yourself a pinch and it's clear. Reality, it's here. No more running from dinos through dew-swept jungles. No more triple-decker buses. No more alien uncles. No more killer blue vampires or dying brothers. No more whispered secrets from unattainable lovers. You are not dreaming. You stumble into reality, still groggy from sleep. Your feet meet the carpet and begin marching to the beat of the pace and the race of the rats in the maze. The faint smell of life directing your ways. Left, right, left, right. From the start you've watched, and from inception you've learned of the patterns and practices of those taking their turn to come into your life and maybe back out, leaving traces of them within and without your very being. These puzzle pieces of others' pieces patterned together to create a slate that will dictate your definition of reality. Because you live in a world where the ground's the limit. Your dreams dissolve and they take your hope with it. As words sting and enemies cling to your every shortcoming, their lies becoming your truths, your reality. You are not dreaming. Though it feels like you might be. Because the story you're told, it seems like a fallacy, a fantasy, an epic of love. It just can't be reality. Because this man has never met you. He's not in your family, and he can't text you, he can't hold your hand or go get a coffee. He's not in your weekend plans, though maybe he ought to be. He's not your friend on Facebook, he doesn't walk through your halls. He's not at the drive-thru, the movies, the mall. You're not going to give him a hug, and you can't borrow his clothes. No, this man has never met you, but somehow he knows. Somehow he knew you were worth it. That we were worth it. We imperfect creatures with features of blemish, with choices that ruin and bruise him and tarnish the perfect creation he laid before us. A sinful shell lasting 70 or 80, hating those he created and wasting the voices that should ring his praises to him. We should be nothing. Mere strangers defiling the earth he's redeeming, an enemy even of his perfect nature, self-destructing his glorious future. But yet, this God took on flesh just to see our perspective. He went days without rest, battled demons, was rejected. He took literal dead people and gave them more time. He restored someone's sight through the dirt and the slime. He stood up to the man, fought injustice with grace. He loved the jerks, the losers, the outcast, the defaced. And as he marched to that cross in his last final hours, the Savior traded his spirit for ours. I mean, do we think it was easy or just words in a book? Do we really not get what his sacrifice took? As spears ripped his sides and thorns destroyed his face, as his nakedness was shown in public disgrace. Don't be fooled by his composure. It's not easy to die. His human heart met divine breath as he shouted this cry, my God, why? Why have you forsaken me? And with his last final breath, when no more could be done, your sin he demolished and your freedom he won. Jesus Christ. This isn't a man that just lives in your dreams. And yes, the story is as crazy as it seems, because he knew your fears and he felt your pain. And if he had to, I know that he'd do it again, because love and compassion flow like blood from his veins. The hope is in his sweat, leaving peace in its stains, and it's there for the taking. If we love him, if we know him. So wake up. You are not dreaming. You have a life, a voice, a passion, a choice. You have gifts and a future, and in a few turns of the hourglass, you'll be breathing your last breath. And just as he did on those beams in Golgotha, will you give yourself up to the Father who's got you, because he's got you. He has got you. Startled awake, my body quaked somewhere between REM cycles 3 and 4, grasping towards a glimpse of reality. But this is reality. Jesus Christ is reality. You are not dreaming.